Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Just playing, just kind of show you that you can almost make a design out of almost anything with just a few steps. So we're going to take this and get out of the way. And I am going to use the common shape tool, and I'm going to use the teardrop. Yours is going to either say basic shapes or common shapes. And I'm just going to draw a teardrop. Now I like working to one side or the other, so I'm going to first of all, I'd put it like that, and then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Then I'm going to take an ellipse and make it about whatever size you want. I'm just thinking, outside the box here when I'm doing stuff like this. But I want that ellipse in the center of the page, because we're going to rotate around that ellipse. So let's call that good right there. Let's go ahead and bring in indexing lines in the center of the page. And now we're going to take this shape with the Smart Fill tool and fill it in. But we're not done yet, because when we rotate that, it's going to not be right. So I'm going to take away the fill, and I've got an outline there. Now I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, double click on the rotation and put it in the center of the page. And then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. And you see what I'm talking about. I need to take out that part. So I'm going to use the Smart Fill tool again. Now I'm going to nudge that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and nudge these up out of the way, and I'm going to nudge that back. But I'm going to go a little further. I'm going to go left click, right click. Actually, I want red. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to take the 3-point curve line, and this one's a little bit different than I just got through doing. And I'm going to go from that node to that node, and then I'm going to hold down the control button. And see, I'm making two shapes. So we're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill them both in. On that, I've got the top one selected, and I'm going to grab the interactive fill tool, and I'm going to just swipe through the middle, and I'm going to give a little darkness to it. Maybe even make it about like that. But then I'm going to take away the outline by right clicking. See what I've done here? Now I'm going to group that together, Control G, and then I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate. The only thing I see wrong is I might have a pretty big circle in the middle. So we've already made a duplicate. Now I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees. Yeah, I made it a little bit too big. But you see what I'm getting at. And then, so it looks like, and I think my first one actually came out better. I've kind of got a shelf. So let's back up here and take this first one. I meant to hit the delete key. I'm going to delete it again, make sure I don't have but one copy there. And I don't, so I can back up. And then I'm going to get the interactive fill tool again, and I'm going to try to give a little bit more depth maybe. There we go. See that? Almost like a shelf. Control D and make a duplicate, and R. Let's don't do that. Let's use the clone tool. Go to edit and clone, and then set this center rotation and rotate it 90 degrees. Control D, Control D. And what that did is now, if I didn't like that look, I could use the interactive fill tool again and change them all, if you look at that. But I think I had it pretty well dead on, and I like it. Sometimes that box gets in the way, just check off of it. Man, a little irritating. You want just a little bit of a shelf there. Now, what I did here, I filled up the inside with the Smart Fill tool, and I used the interactive fill tool on that, but I'm going to use the center elliptical fountain fill, move it in the center, and if you don't move that white one, it'll stay kind of in a circle. And then I'm going to put some black there. Now it's going to turn the whole thing black, and then I'll put red back in the center. That's too black, but we could put it out like that and maybe even move that out. That's pretty cool, pretty simple. Almost looks like a flower in a way, or a boat propeller, but just kind of show you those two steps of rotating something and making your shape where it'll come back around is the real reason I made decided to do the video. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.